whole day, Rogan. It looks like we might be live. Let's see here. Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. Yes. Conditioning is so important. Tonight, I should say, is going to be a fantastic show. We've got top of the hour ready to go. David Pakman is showing how little he know. And I can't wait to share it with you. Let's see if I can pull it up here on YouTube. Memberships canceled over David's Jimmy Dore criticism. Wow, we should preface this with this one. Huh? What's that? That's an old video. That's 2 years ago. He was attacking Jimmy Dore and lost memberships. I canceled my membership today for David Pakman too.
Okay, I've got to talk about something that I think...
Let's watch this one first.
You know that on this show there are no sacred cows, right? This is a left-wing progressive show, so a lot of the criticisms are of right-wing ideas and...
Okay, everyone just heard David Pakman call his show progressive. Y'all heard it. David Pakman just said it. He says he's a left-wing progressive show. And I'm going to turn up the volume so you guys can hear him say it again. He's lying right from the beginning.
Okay, I've got to talk about something that I think some people aren't going to like. You know that on this show there are no sacred cows, right? This is a left-wing progressive show. So
you're a fucking liar. It's a Democrat show. You support Hillary Clinton, period. You support Nancy Pelosi, period. You support AOC, period. You don't even give a fuck about a vote on the floor for Medicare for all, David Pakman. You're no progressive. This was 2018, okay? Thank you, SS Turtles. Guys, remember, this was from 2018, and thank you for the digit drops. I will be smoking.
So a lot of the criticisms are of right-wing ideas and of right-wing people, but there's no shortfall, there's no shortage of misguided left-wing ideas and left-wing people, and I call them out. I don't believe in tribalism that says, even if there are people on the left who are toxic or have bad ideas, you can't criticize them because they're part of the same movement, the same...
Bullshit! He spent the whole last 4 years going after Trump, and left no room for any criticism of the left whatsoever. He is a fucking liar, and he's lying again. I have a whole video that on my channel that proves that all David Pakman did all for 4 years straight was Trump, every fucking show. He's full of shit.
Pride, the same left wing. So last week we got a live call. As you know, Pat, we don't screen live calls for topics. People can ask anything they want. And a caller said, David, what do you think about Jimmy Dore, who's now going to battle against Sam Cedar or Bernie, AOC, Andrew Gillum, I don't even know how he says his last name. And I gave my opinion. I gave my opinion, as I always do, which was to say in this case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot. Gillum, I don't even know how he says his last name. And I gave my opinion. I gave my opinion, as I always do, which was to say in this case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool of become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool. This case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool. This case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool. Of this case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool. This case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool. Of
So Jimmy Dore is totally toxic 2 years ago. 2 years into Donald Trump's presidency. He's totally toxic. He's a tool.
Really bad movements become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool of really bad movement. This case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool of really bad movements. To say in this case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool of really bad movements.
Now, you know what you guys should do? You should take your cell phones out like you did earlier today, and you should record this part, and you should tweet it at Jimmy Dore. You should tweet it at David Pakman. All right? and show Jimmy Dore what this son of a cocknut says about him behind his back. You know, and he fucking hopes Dore's not going to fucking hear it.
And I got a ton of angry emails.
I'll bet you did.
Which was to say in this case that I think Jimmy Dore has become totally toxic. I think he's a useful idiot and a tool of really bad movements.
We could say the same thing about you. We can say the same thing about you, David Pakman.
People who had
the exact same thing about you.
Who canceled them. This is really a concern. It's a concern for me, but it's a concern for the left. Here's an example email.
Oh, it's
okay?
a concern for the left. It's a
Jackal.
concern for the left because David Pakman is losing.
To do an on-air attack, to do on-air attacks on Jimmy Dore. Quote, completely toxic, useful idiot, and dumb left were the choice words. By extension, you are referring to his audience as well, which happens to overlap with your audience. Sadly, I was foolish enough to pay the annual fee for my Pakman membership.
Me too.
Which was valid till next ... I still canceled anyway. You can consider this Hatriot mail if you so choose, but that's not what it is.
I canceled mine. Keep my money, motherfucker. I'm not getting recharged again. Fuck you.
You are the one being toxic. This is one of a handful of people who wrote me stuff like this and canceled membership. So
it was perfect too and well written.
Just consider the irony.
No, there's no irony.
They say I'm being toxic by attacking a progressive who's not in lockstep with my views.
You are.
By canceling their memberships because I think Dore is toxic, they are attacking me financially for not being in lockstep with their views. It's sort of...
No. They're attacking you for being a fucking liar and misrepresenter and for needlessly attacking Jimmy Dore. There was no place for you to attack Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore's not totally toxic. He's not a useful idiot. You know? And he's not a tool of bad movements. What a douchebag thing to say.
Same thing. This is really important, okay? Don't miss the irony of that.
I hope you record this, and I hope you send it to David Pakman and Jimmy Dore. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to make a little recording of this too, okay? Hey, everybody. Nay from Nay's Garden. naysgarden.com. I really hope that as people continue to leave David Pakman's show and cancel their memberships for him lying to his audience, that they all go and they join Jimmy Dore. Go join Jimmy Dore. You guys, you're going to leave David Pakman. I got a great alternative. Go check out Jimmy Dore if you want the truth. If you're sick of being lied to, if you're sick of a phony piece of shit like this who lies to his audience, check out Jimmy Dore. Thanks, guys. naysgarden.com. Come see my show. Tomorrow, Steph Zamorano is in the garden at noon Pacific Standard Time. Don't miss it. Bye, guys. Yo, got me high, Zane Andrews. Thank you for the share, Zane Andrews. Thank you for the shares, my friend. Okay, let's get some bowls packed here. What are we going to smoke? Number 5. Where's number 5? Here's number 5. Some of that sweet Afghani. Nobody smokes sweet Afghani tea anymore. About unreal. Let's hear what else David Pakman has to say about Jimmy Dore.
But more importantly, the left can't be like this, okay? There are bad ideas on the left and right. There are bad faith actors on the left and right. There are way more on the right, and we mostly focus on the ones on the right. But consider the opposite. When I get a call that says, David, what do you think about the direction Jim...
Are you calling Jimmy Dore a bad faith actor, you fucking cunt? You little fucking cunt. I'd like to challenge David Pakman to a fucking fight. A cage match. Me and David Pakman. Oh, I'm 52 years old. I'm a has-been. I'm all worn out, David. Come on, buddy. You could take on this old man. Let's do it. Let's set up a fucking cage match. Me and David Pakman. What do you guys say? Huh? Are we about the same weight, right? What am I, $180? Come on, motherfucker. Where are you, about 180? Come on, let's go fight, motherfucker. What do you say? You want to do it? You ready? No rules, no gloves, just me and you in a fucking cage. Let's do it. You want to talk shit about my boy Jimmy Dore?
Jimmy Dore has gone in. My alternative, instead of giving...
And by the way, Jimmy Dore's wife is coming on my show tomorrow, not David Dickman's. Yeah. And you could take that to the fucking bank, and you can tweet that to everybody you know.
You my honest opinion is to lie and say he's doing great work. Would the audience want me to lie and just say something like that because of tribalism, or so that I don't anger certain people in the audience?
It's not about tribalism, David. If you disagree with something that Jimmy Dore said, then you disagree with the concept, you disagree with the words. You don't fucking attack him personally. Ad hominem, motherfucker!
Can't imagine that that's what the audience wants. And if the idea
Cheers,
is
Zane.
that I need to
some
turn
more
the
digits
show
drop, guys.
not
Cheers,
into
Zane.
what I genuinely think, but instead into what the leftist groupthink has determined is better for, quote, the movement, that is a tribalistic disaster. So, assuming you don't want me to lie to you, basically, people who cancel because I gave my honest opinion about Jimmy are saying they're canceling because I have the wrong opinion. And I think that that's really dangerous because, as I've said before, no two people are going to agree on everything ever, right? And if independent media is going to survive and thrive, which I believe it needs to do, okay, it can't depend on the financial support that exists only up until there's a disagreement on one issue, right? Of course, people can choose to support me or not support me for any reason, right? Or any other show for that matter. But this is why the right is succeeding in so many ways. They have made a commitment where they say, let's support people who are basically on our side. They might be anti-gay, but if there's a pro-gay rights Republican who's mostly on their side and helps their movement, they support that person. They are anti-abortion. But if there's a pro-choice conservative that's generally furthering, I don't know, their small government...
By the way, his analogies are the worst fucking analogies on the internet. The motherfucker doesn't know how to spin an analogy to save his fucking life. Look at him trying to make an analogy right now, everybody. Look at him struggle. Watch him flail as he tries to make an analogy on the fly.
Government views or their low tax views or whatever, they support that person. If this is how the left is going to decide who we support, we're going to fail, okay? And by the way, if we apply the no support if they say one wrong thing idea, what about all the people who were supporting Jimmy Dore, despite the fact that he did at one point push Seth
Happy
Rich
710, Zane Youngzer!
If you don't buy that stuff,
Thank you,
and I think most
Youngzy.
people in my audience do not, wouldn't that be disqualifying of your support for Jimmy, right? So the main point is, let's not allow ourselves to be ripped apart in this way, and we can't do this type of tribalism. This type of tribalism is going to destroy...
Jesus fucking Christ. So you mean to tell me, you fucking hypocritic cunt, you mean to tell me that you calling Jimmy Dore a useful idiot and saying that he only serves poor movements, among other things, that's not fucking tribalism. That's not attacking Jimmy Dore. But people listening to you be a cunt and unsubscribing from your shit show, oh, all of a sudden they're being tribal? No, man, they're walking away from the fucking tribalist. They're walking away from the asshole who couldn't keep his opinions about somebody to himself instead of attacking the message. You're a fucking cunt. Fuck you, David Pakman.
Destroy the movement from the inside out. If you really think the problem is only progressives making honest critiques of other progressives when they feel they're warranted and making critiques of the right when
you
those
didn't
are
critique
warranted,
him, you attacked.
That is not actually the problem.
You fucking attacked him personally, you lying fucking cunt. Now he says, oh, I was critiquing Jimmy Dore. Calling Jimmy Dore a useful idiot? Really, which policy of his were you talking about, you fucking cunt? You fucking liar. He always lies, and I can shred him on every single show that he puts up. And I always do. When I pull up Pakman, there's about 30 lies on every show, and I call him on every single one. You guys, this should be red meat for you guys. You should love this shit. You should be egging me on right now and posting this all over the place.
think hard about what it is that we're saying when you say, I'm pulling my support because I disagree with you about this issue or that issue, or think that it should be off limits to criticize other progressive media. I want to hear from you about this.
Oh, no, you don't. No, because my response is, let's go get into a ring together, David Pakman. Me and you. I challenge you to a fight in a fucking cage. No rules, no gloves, just me and you. What do you say, David Pakman? You want to do it? You want to talk shit about Jimmy Dore? Well, you can fight me, all right? How about that? And I'll stand in for Jimmy Dore, okay? How about that? All right? Let's go. You fucking shit talker. You fucking dumb cunt. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyhow, now let's go to David Pakman's upload about this whole fiasco. You guys are going to get a real kick out of this because...
Welcome to the David Pakman Show, one of the largest news and politics channels on YouTube. We publish 6 to 8 videos every weekday, analysis and commentary on...
God, shut up, you fucking douchebag. Nobody fucking cares. Okay, this was 2 days ago. Okay, check this out, guys. Now you can see I watched the whole thing until he starts his stupid little advertisement at the end trying to sell you a fucking watch.
Miami. Andrew from Miami, you're on the air.
Thank you, Andrew from Miami.
Hi, David. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, so I was wondering what your thoughts are on the Jimmy Dore versus AOC discussion that's been going on.
And right then, the hair is rising up on David Pakman's neck because he's immediately remembering 2 years ago, the video that I just showed you, that he called Jimmy Dore out. He said he was a useful idiot. He called him, what else did he call him? Called him some really bad shit. And now, thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it. Now he's starting to remember that he started losing his precious money from shooting his fucking blah, blah, blah off. Hair's raising up on the back of his neck, and he has intentionally ignored this story. He knows all about it. Okay, David Pakman knows this is... Jimmy Dore was trending on Twitter, guys. David Pakman knows. He's been posting on Twitter the whole weekend. You know? He claims he wasn't on Twitter. He was. He's a fucking liar.
On Twitter? Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. What is...
No, I'm not. All right, so let's watch him deny this and say that he's not familiar with it over and over again. Watch.
What's going on now? What is...
Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. What's going on now?
Twitter? Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. What's going on now?
I mean, Twitter? Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. What's going on now?
Twitter? Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. What's going on now?
You know, when some people lie, they do a tell. They do something that if you watch them, it's different than when they're normally talking to you and telling the truth. Do you guys know what David Pakman's tell is? He won't look at the camera while he's lying. He looks away, he darts his eyes around. Now, what's crazy about that is he lies to his audience all the time. You'd think he would be comfortable with it. But now he's actually lying to a live person on the phone. And boy, did his eyes dart around all over the screen. Did you see that? That's David Pakman's tell right there. Let's watch that again.
No, I'm not. What's going on now?
Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. What's going on now?
Twitter? Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. What's going on now?
Let's hear
I
it.
mean, I think it's pretty important and pretty interesting to talk about is Jimmy Dore is currently trying to argue that AOC and the squad should force Nancy Pelosi to put a House vote on Medicare for all.
Have you guys heard about this?
By basically refusing to...
Okay. Now, I want you guys to press number 9 when you listen to this gentleman on the phone, Andrew from Miami. Thank you, buddy. When you hear him on the phone, and he says, yeah, there's this thing on the internet about Jimmy Dore trying to push Medicare for all to a floor vote. I want you to press number 9 if you've heard of it. And I want you to press number 2 if you heard of it from me. So you could give me a 9 and a 2 if you heard about it. If you heard about it from me, 9 and 2. How many of you guys have heard about Jimmy Dore pushing this Medicare for all to a floor vote with Nancy Pelosi and AOC? How many of you guys have heard about this? Zane Andrews heard about it from me. Daniel Padilla heard about it from me. Phil Lady, Lordy, heard about it from me. SS Totals heard about it from me. E heard about it from me. E heard about it from me. Who else is familiar with this thing? Now, come on, there's 25 people here. You guys can't participate. Only 5 of you can participate. Really, I really thought every single one of you was going to press 9 at least. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys one more time. Come on. All right. If you have heard from anyone, me or anyone, that Jimmy Dore is pushing AOC to hold her vote for speakership of Nancy Pelosi until Nancy Pelosi puts a vote for Medicare for all on the floor, press number 9. If you heard about it from me, press number 9 and 2. How many people can I get to press number 9 or number 2 or both? Or just 2 is fine. Yeah, you know, Preston, that's not helpful. I'm blocking you. Psst, like a fart, you were gone. I'm looking for 9s or 2s from all of you guys. I'm going to ask the question one more time. You didn't have to hear about it from me. Okay? You did not have to hear about it from me. Okay? But listen very closely and answer me honestly. All you got to do is press 9 if you've heard about this whole thing where Jimmy Dore is trying to push AOC to hold her vote for Nancy Pelosi's speakership until Nancy puts Medicare for all on the floor for a vote. If you've heard about that, press number 9 right now. If you heard about it from me, press number 2. How many of you can I get to press these numbers? I'm trying to make a fucking point. And if you've heard of this, I need you to fucking press 9 or 2 and send it. Not 9? What do you mean, sorry, just 2? What do you mean, Youngzy? That doesn't even make sense. 9 means you heard about it. 2 means you heard about it from me. It can't be 9. It can't not be 9 and just 2. It could only be 2 and not. It could only be 9 and not 2. You heard about it, but you didn't hear about it from me. Right, Youngzy? Are you listening to me? Can you guys hear me okay? It's really frustrating sometimes talking to y'all. So I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to give all of you one more chance. If you've heard of this whole fiasco with Jimmy Dore and AOC and Nancy Pelosi, press number 9. If you heard about it from me, press number 2. Simple. But you should press one or the other unless you never heard of this. And if you haven't been watching my show for the last, 2 weeks, okay, well then you got a good excuse. But I've been talking about it on every fucking show. No, Hutch, you haven't been watching. I mean, or you haven't been fucking paying attention. You know? I don't have a Nays Garden t-shirt yet. I should make one. I need a logo. All right, so let's see how many people that participated in this now. We got Zane, we've got Daniel, we've got Phil. We've got Turtles, we've got E, we've got Omerta, we've got Youngzy, we've got Lola, we've got Kat. We've got your boy. We've got Brian. We've got Ash. What is that, 18 people? Was it 13 or 18? So, my point is this. There's Youngsy. Youngsy, you already fucking pressed a goddamn number. Yeah, ask him to make a Nays Garden. Something garden related or maybe cannabis related. naysgarden.com. It's got to say naysgarden.com on it. Right. Okay, so you heard about it. Darkstar, thank you for the digit drop, brother. Yes, I can smoke again. Darkstar, thank you. This is my point, guys. I was just trying to make a point. You guys play along. The quicker you play along, the quicker we can move. All right? If I ask you to press numbers because you heard about this floor vote thing, just press the goddamn numbers, all right? Just press the fucking numbers. It only just takes a second. We can move on. I got plenty of you now. I'm going to say there's at least 14 of you that participated. Okay. 14 regular viewers claim that they know about what's going on with Jimmy Dore, progressive, independent, very, very popular broadcaster on YouTube. You guys know about it. But this guy, progressive, what do you call himself? A progressive liberal that doesn't know? Do you guys believe that this cunt didn't know that this whole thing was going on? He proceeds, now that he's told the lie, you got to think of it this way. Everything he tells from this, everything he says from this point on is another lie. So it's lie after lie after lie after lie after every fucking word out of his mouth, because he has to pretend and through the wording, he has to act like he hasn't thought about it and he hasn't heard about it. And I want you to watch this fucking charade, because it is everything that I've told you about this cunt fuck and more. I have fucking told you he lies to his audience. He lies to his fucking audience. He lies to his audience. And I will put him and H.A. Goodman and fucking Tim Pool all in the same fucking place. They all lie to their fucking audiences. I don't care which side of the spectrum you're on. When you're a fucking liar, you're coming to the garden and you're getting fucking hoed. We're going to fucking hoe your ass out, you little fucking garden hoe. David Pakman, garden hoe of the day. David Pakman's garden hoe of the day. Hashtag garden hoe. My last digit drop was, Pakman knew.
To vote for her for Speaker of the House.
Okay.
And I think it would really do a lot in forcing
Youngsy,
the House to actually put that to a vote
Youngsy.
and bring it into the national spotlight, as opposed to just giving in to Nancy Pelosi's standard demands of making her Speaker like we do every time.
Does Nancy Pelosi need the 4 votes from the squad to become Speaker?
So
Isn't he a political science major? Wouldn't he have already known that if he already knew that this happened? A lie. There you go. There's a lie. He's asking a question that he already knows the answer to. Look at him looking down. Because he's embarrassed. He doesn't want to look up at his audience.
the squad actually consists of more than just 4 people at this point. I mean, the Progressive Caucus of the Democratic Party is around 100 people.
But
And
hold on a
you
second. But the squad is not 100 people. I mean, maybe the squad is like 6 or 8 if you include some of the new people coming in. So is the claim that 4 to 8 people should abstain from voting for Nancy Pelosi?
You see how he's looking down as he asks the question, which he already knows the answer to? He knows he's lying. He is literally just presenting all of these questions from the base of a fucking lie, making every single thing that he says now a lie, making him a liar this entire time.
Or that the entire Progressive Caucus?
Yeah, so the entire Progressive Caucus would be great, but obviously not all of them are actually progressive, right? They're just there for the name of it.
I guess I'm wondering what leverage 4 to 8 members of Congress have to stop Nancy Pelosi.
No, you're not. You already know. you're hoping the caller doesn't know so you don't get caught here. So what this is called, what David Pakman is doing right now is he is deflecting. He doesn't want to say what he already knows is true.
From being speaker, I just don't have the math in front of me.
No, you don't need the math in front of you, David, because you've already heard about this. You knew it was going on. It's been going on for 3 weeks on Twitter, mind you. You guys know because you watch my fucking show. Right? I'm sorry, Kenneth. I got to let you go, buddy. I got to let you go, man. 2020's already passed, man, and Trump lost. So you're living in the past, bro. You're already lost, man. I can't help you, so you got to go. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, the math turns out.
That's a lie. You know, and you fucking lie. You're a liar. Trump lost 2020. I don't know at what point you're gonna accept it, but I mean, maybe it'll be in 2024 when Donald Trump runs for president again, and he gets beat by Nina Turner. Maybe then you'll start to accept it, because then you're gonna have 4 more years of Nina Turner, or no, it's gonna be Biden, right? Well, maybe Nina Turner will step in. I have a feeling Nina's gonna get in there.
To be actually that it would be a pretty
You're gonna get fucking Nina, bitch.
close vote, and even
What am I gonna say next? What am I gonna say next, guys? Hashtag it. First person to hashtag it wins. What am I gonna say next?
some members of the Progressive Caucus have admitted that the vote could come down to as close as.
Dark Star, you can't be a pussy and watch this show. I'm so sorry, man. I'm gonna have to let you go. Yeah, Dark Star, I'm gonna have to let you go, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to block you from this live stream. It was nice for the moment that you were here, but yeah, I can't have pussies on here, bro. You can't stay up past whatever the fucking time it is there, because we're having a fucking kick-ass time on this show, and you're too much of a fucking pussy to stay. And instead, oh, you cry like a little bitch on your way out. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go because it's getting late. I gotta leave the show. I'm gonna have to leave the show because it's getting too late for me. Dude, I don't need people like you, man. I need adults. I need someone who can set their own fucking bedtime. I need somebody to watch the show, be at the Are you? All right, that's cool. I know what it means to be exhausted. I know. I got exhausted today, and I had to lay down even though I didn't go to sleep. Get out of here. Get out of here, Ducksta. You're okay. You live on your own? Oh, man. Bro. Right on, man. Right on, brother. Go get some sleep, man. I understand. But, hey, Darkstar, be here tomorrow at noon for Steph Zamorano's interview. Oh, I just lost. I was fucking with you. Wow, what a fucking pussy. You just lost a follower. Dude, I was joking with you, you fucking pussy. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, all right, go fuck off. Yeah, now I'm fucking blocking your ass. On YouTube, bitch. Now I'm gonna block you on here. Boom. Fuck off. Dude, I was just fucking with that little cunt. You just lost a follower. That's okay. Fucking YouTube's gonna fucking unsubscribe 100 more. Suck my dick. Fucking. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Darkstar, but your name is another name for a fucking asshole. Yeah, think about it, dumbass. All right, let's keep going, man. This is fun. I'm having way too much fun with David Pakman. Let's keep going.
2 or 5 votes if some people aren't there for COVID reasons, etc. So there's actually some power in the hands of the progressives in the House.
And so what would be the goal of so they do a vote and then what, I guess? The vote.
He's acting like he doesn't know how politics in the United States works now. So they do a vote, and then what? I don't know what happens. Fucking Mr. Political Science Major doesn't know that they hold a vote, and if the vote fucking passes, then the bill passes, goes along to the fucking, it goes from the House to the fucking Senate to the goddamn whatever the fuck, until it's fucking passed and becomes law. You know, I'll guarantee you that he knows how that works 1,000 times better than I do, and right now, he's pretending like he has no fucking clue. And if that doesn't drive you crazy, this motherfucker's got 1 million followers on YouTube. That should drive you crazy. I got 25,700, and I'm losing 100 every month because YouTube is vacuuming them off of my goddamn channel.
Vote.
Yeah. So the vote would show that these are the people who are against Medicare for all during a national pandemic.
Okay.
During this COVID crisis where 3,000 people are dying per day, almost 300,000 have already died. And these people are against voting for that guaranteed healthcare during that pandemic. And we've also seen during this last election that everybody who supported Medicare for all won.
Notice that Andrew from Miami, thank you, Andrew from Miami. If we ever find out who this guy is, I'd love to have him on the show. If you guys can find out who Andrew from Miami is, let me know, guys, please. You know, go on David Pakman, see if you can, you know, find out who he is, if he's, you know, leaving messages or tweeting or whatever. Notice how he said,
And we've also seen during this last
the COVID pandemic
election that everybody who supported Medicare for all won their runoff election.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, that's true. There is significant self-selection bias in saying that, because you have to look at, well, where did people, in what were the races in which people were running with that position? So I think there's a bit of a reverse engineering problem there, a chicken egg problem. But more importantly, don't we, I mean, like, I'm fine with votes for whatever, you know, do whatever votes people want to do. I think it's great. Don't we know who's for and against Medicare for all? Like, aren't members of Congress on the record on that?
So, and he knows this too. He knows, just like everybody else, that politicians will say one thing and vote another way. He knows this. He's pretending right now like he doesn't know that politicians will do that. He's pretending like all politicians tell the truth all the time. That's what David Pakman's pretending like right now. Watch him pretend.
Isn't the current vice
Imagination, 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 imagination.
Vice President on the record having been for Medicare for all, and then she turned around and said that she's not. So it seems like when it's advantageous for people to be for it,
Oh,
they're
you
for
mean
it.
the president?
Several things right here. Several things right here because I cut it off. You guys are going to love this fucking part. Andrew says, Vice President, she won't, you know, she said she supported it. Now she does. And David Pakman, to try to shame this guy, because like I said, the hair was standing up on the back of his neck, acts like, because of the way he phrased it, because he didn't say President-elect Kamala Harris, that David Pakman has no idea who he's referring to. Watch this troll fucking bitch, David Pakman. Watch him pretend like he doesn't know who Kamala Harris is at first. Like, oh, I'm so confused. You confused me. Because he's already playing the whole feigning thing. And then he gets so into the whole act of feigning and not knowing that he fucks up and pretends like he doesn't know who he's referring to when he says, you know, when she, the vice president, he refers to her as a woman. It's obvious who the guy's talking about. And David Pakman acts like he has no idea who he's talking about.
And said that she's not. So it seems like.
Oh, he also says in that Kamala Harris said that she'd support Medicare for all, and now all of a sudden she doesn't. He gets a lot in there, man. This guy is awesome.
Like, aren't members of Congress on the record on that?
Aren't members of
Isn't the current vice president on the record having been for Medicare for all, and then
she, right? And then she wasn't the current vice president, and then she
turned around and said that she's not. So
now look at David Pakman acting like he doesn't know who he's talking about, and listen to what David Pakman says right here.
It seems like when it's advantageous for people to be for it.
The current vice president? Oh, you mean
the vice president-elect, you mean?
Oh, you mean the vice president-elect, because I had no idea who you were referring to. I literally had to break up what you were saying right there because you were making so much fucking sense so quickly that I'm trying to hide it from my audience because he thinks he's that great of a master debater. He's literally trying to obfuscate, cover what's being said. He doesn't want anyone to catch on to what this guy has said. And I'm here to make sure you guys hear every fucking word of it.
Yes, sorry, that's on it.
A million
When it's
subscribers.
advantageous for people to be for it, they're for it.
Yeah.
And then when they're in position
A million subscribers. This video's had 42,000 views, guys. 42,000 views.
of power, they're suddenly against fighting for it. So I think that's an interesting, conundrum there, isn't it?
I mean, listen, I think it's fine to do that, but it seems also like either way, it's a political posturing thing to like make a list of names of who's been naughty and nice, sort of.
Yeah, so people know who to vote for, and people know who the politicians are, who they can trust, and which ones lied to them. Yeah, naughty or nice. What, David Pakman? You're defending all politicians right now? Dude, are you fucking establishment? David Pakman sounds like he's fucking establishment. Like, dude, are you angling for an MSNBC spot, bro? You want to be like on CNN? You want to be like the next Anderson Cooper? I think you do. Because I think that David Pakman is willing to play ball. What do you guys say? I think he's willing to play ball. 1 million subscribers, and he is this entire video, lie after lie after lie after fucking lie.
And then the problem is it's not going to do anything for anybody. Like, it will literally get us no closer to getting everybody coverage or a coronavirus stimulus.
Yeah, if the bill failed, true, the bill wouldn't go through, but we would know who to vote for, who to support, who's on our team, and who's not. It does a lot, and he's acting like a vote does nothing. A vote is completely powerless to help at all. It doesn't draw attention to an issue. A vote. Oh, you goddamn right it does. He's acting like it doesn't. We know what a vote draws attention. Look at David Pakman acting like a vote doesn't do anything.
For anybody. Like, it will literally get us no closer to getting everybody coverage or a coronavirus stimulus or saving a business that's about to go out of business. So
lies, all lies. If the next time you try to put that on the floor and it passes because of that time, then it totally is getting you closer. It's a rung in the ladder, David. How dare you, you fucking douchebag cunt liar.
I have no,
I in no way disagree with what you're saying about him. However, there's more to the story that we both need to figure out in the future. Mitch McCowan? No, dude, I watched Jimmy Dore. I'm pretty well informed. He had Cornel West on there. Did you see Dr. Cornel West speak, bro? Did you see Bree? Did you see his interview with the woman that ran the campaign for Bernie Sanders? Did you see that interview?
House can do whatever.
Did you see his podcast with Lee Camp? Did you see that? Mitch, do you watch? Are you subscribed to Jimmy Dore, bro?
Wants, and sure, do it. I don't know that they have the leverage to even get Nancy Pelosi to do it, and even if they do, it's a beltway story in the sense that people who right now are about to lose their business or not pay their mortgage.
I mean, what more to the story is there? Tell me what the fucking you said it. There's more to the story that we both need to figure out. No, you think there's more to the story that you need to fucking figure out, Mitch. So why don't you tell me what you fucking think it is? What more to the story? What are you talking about? I've been listening to this shit for 3 fucking weeks. We've been covering this on my show almost every fucking day.
They don't benefit by getting a list of members of Congress that were hypocritical on Medicare for all. Would I be curious? I guess. But I just don't know that we really are doing anything for the people by making that the focus. And remember, I haven't seen any of what you're talking about on Twitter. I'm just taking you at your
total fucking lie. Look, he's looking away again.
Word that you're describing it accurately.
He's like, I'm not gonna look at the camera while I lie.
Interesting. Yeah, Jimmy Dore was trending over the weekend about.
Boom. Interesting. Look at David Pakman picking his nose while this kid says Jimmy Dore was trending on Twitter. He's like, interesting. Jimmy Dore was trending on Twitter. Isn't it great? Watch David Pakman pick his nose while this kid fucking sets him straight.
I'm just taking you at your word that you're describing it accurately.
Interesting. Yeah, Jimmy Dore was trending over the weekend about it, and it was on Rising and a few other. Was trending over the weekend about it, and it was on Rising and a few other. Trending over the weekend about it, and it was on Rising. It was trending over the weekend about it, and it was on Rising and a few other programs. It was trending over the weekend about it, and it was on Rising and a few other. Yeah, Jimmy Dore was trending over the weekend about it, and it was on Rising and a few other programs as well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was all over. All over.
I guess that's probably why I didn't see it. I don't watch other programs, and
I don't watch other programs, but Jimmy Dore is a menace. You guys remember? Not 2 years ago, Jimmy Dore said this, and I think Jimmy Dore, blah, blah. I don't watch other programs. Another lie. Of course he watches other programs. He's a fucking liar. He's such a fucking liar. It's like this whole goddamn video is a troll, you know?
I didn't look at Twitter over the weekend.
Gotcha. All right.
I didn't look at Twitter over the weekend. Ha 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 ha.
All
Thanks
right,
for
my
taking my call.
friend.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much. Appreciate that. What if you could read 10?
Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Clay. Don't watch my fucking poker tell, my horrible poker face, as I lie. Due to censorship, I miss a lot of your shows. I'm listening and will do more research, and I'm listening to what you have to say now. Mitch, just follow Jimmy Dore on YouTube, man. Yes, Ted Theodore Logan, you've come to the couch auction. We've got a beautiful couch here by Ashley. Comes with this beautiful pit bull. 65-pound pit bull named Rogan. Rogan also comes with this beautiful cannabis stitched high quality quilt. This can all be yours if you get the auction price today. It can all be yours, Ted Theodore Logan. Let's go. 5 and 15 quarter, 2 and 15 quarter, 1 coming, 15 quarter, come on, people, let's go. 2 and 15 quarter, 5. What do we got here on the floor, folks? Come on. 3 and 15, 2 and 15 quarter, 5, 5 round. Turning out there, 2 and 8 in the garden, 5, 5 and 2 and 3. Come on, people, let's go. 5 and 15, 2. Come on, people on the floor. What do we got? 15, 2 and 15, 5, 5 and 15 quarter, 21. 21, 52, 2 and 15 quarter, 5. 5 and 15 quarter, 10, 10 and 15 quarter, 5. 5, 15 quarter, 10, 10 and 15 quarter, 5, 5. 5, 15, 52, 15 quarter, 5, 5 and 15 quarter, 5. Come on, people, let's go. 3 and a 15, 2, 2 and a 15 quarter, 5. Come on, people, let's go. 15 and a quarter, 2, 2 and a 15 quarter, 5. Come on, people, let's go. 2 and a fifth and a 5 and a quarter, 2, 2 and a 15, 5. Come on, people. Let's sell that couch. It's a beautiful couch by Ashley. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and have no voice. I'll be like, hey, Steph, welcome to the garden. I lost my voice. Yes, Ted, put a shoe on your head, please. Take a picture of it, then put it on Twitter and at Nay's Garden. And share this in as many couch auction videos, groups on Facebook. The auction's still going, my guy. The auction is still going, my guy.
Books in just one sitting. That's exactly what one of my favorite.
Fuck David Pakman. What a fucking douchebag. Listen, guys. I've been watching David Pakman for years and years and years. He is bought. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who or how. I don't give a fuck. It's not my job. It is just my job to tell you, he is a bought little fucking bitch. Wow. What a bought bitch. Yeah, he is. David Pakman is the most annoying little queef. Ted Theodore Logan. I think I love you, Ted. Can I have love for you? Is that okay? Yes. Wow, 4 characters left. Not enough room for the link. There we go. I got it. For someone who claims today he doesn't watch other podcasters, he certainly had much to say about Jimmy Dore in this clip from 2 years ago. And none of it's nice. 1 million YouTube followers? Breathe in the hypocrisy, everyone. You guys like that? Please retweet that, guys. Please retweet that right now. I just put that out. Boom. It's a good... I didn't put any ats in it, so be the first person to send it to David Pakman. Be the first person to send it to Miserable Lib. Be the first... Thank you, Ted. No, that doesn't make it weird that you're hard. It happens to me all the time during live streams. I'm constantly having to realign and straighten things out, bro. It's cool, man. It's a man thing. I got you. Some of us have high blood pressure. And some of us are on high blood pressure medication. Here's David for someone who claims today. Yeah, there it is. It's up. Oh, you guys already liked it twice and you gave it 2 retweets. I love y'all. 2 likes, 2 retweets. 2 likes, 2 retweets. No comments. But 2 likes and 2 retweets, man. Yeah, all. Yeah, all. On my Twitter, you. On my Twitter, you. It's at Nays Garden, everybody. At Nays Garden on Twitter. Your tweet, David Pakman. I watched some of it and shared it out. The message is getting out. All boxes out. Just got it. Damon Faulkner. Yeah. That's what it was. High blood pressure. Dude. I kid you not, bro. I monitor it constantly. It wasn't that good yesterday, and I got to see it what it is right now. I got a show to do tomorrow with Steph Zamorano, Jimmy Dore's wife, and I need to make sure that I'm fucking healthy for it. Here we go. Let's find out how we do. I look handsome today. Yes, Brett, the couch is for sale. I will be auctioning it off for you. Hi, Lisa. It was 99 yesterday. It's 100 today. 144 over 100. It sucks, man. I don't want to start taking that medicine again. I'm afraid I'm going to have to. I say we make hot chocolate. I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing. You sexy thing, you. Where did you come from, baby? How did you know I needed you? Did you know I needed you so badly? How did you know water get down that low, I am so bad. Really? What the fuck did I do? I must have had a lot of fucking coffee today. Wow. I'm a bad boy. I drank a lot of coffee and didn't fill it up at all. I usually don't do that. You usually keep up with it? I was very, very bad though, however. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing, you sexy thing, you. I believe in whipped cream, put all over your body. Whipped cream, put all over your body. Whipped cream. I believe in whipped cream, put all over your body. You sexy thing, you sexy thing, you. I believe in whipped cream. Put it all over your body. You sexy thing. Crazy, dude. My water game slack, bro. I'm letting my water game slack, bro. Gotta stay on top of my filtration situation. I got to stay on top of my filtration situation. Coming back now. Dude, my water out of the tap is fucking 20, is 30, 31 ppm. And coming out of the zero, it's not being reduced at all, 29. That's not good. Okay, I gotta replace that filter. Cool. And then coming out of the zero, it's coming out of the zero, it's 1. My ppm is 1. My ppm is 1. What? ppm is 1. Whipped cream. What's all over your hot chocolate? We're partying with whipped cream. You're very good. You're very nice. You shut up, you. You're very good, you. You're very good. You shut up. We're going to town together. Shut up, you. Get in the car you're driving. I don't drive. You know this. Shut up, you. You're gonna drive me. We're going for a ride, you. Shut up. Quit crying. What, this? Don't you worry about this. I'm bringing some heat along for the ride. You shut up, you. You're very good. You put whipped cream on my cafefe. I mean, it's not cafefe. It's hot chocolate, but... Psst. I got hot chocolate, guys. Don't make me digit you, says Damon Faulkner. I love you, bro. Threatening to drop digits. This is good for my voice. Feels so good. Steph Zamorano tomorrow at noon Pacific. Now, I did message her and I did not hear back from her. I told her I needed some life coaching. I said I had a nervous breakdown on my show. And I said I had a nervous breakdown because my audience isn't watching other podcasters. And she didn't respond. She might be like, Jimmy, I think there's something wrong with this guy. God, man, I want to meet Jimmy so bad. You know, just on a podcast, just interview him. Oh, God, that'd be so great. I want to talk to him off camera. Even if it's just for 5 minutes or so. I just want to see him when he is not talking politics. You know, I just want to see him and he's not focused on it all. I just want to see him have a normal conversation. I don't know if we could be able to do that on the show, you know, but wouldn't that be great the whole time if he was just normal with us the whole time? Little package going out. Oh, Ben, thank you, buddy. I'm looking forward to receiving that. Oh, the whipped cream on here. Oh, I heard her say that she was going to be on your show tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, you did. Because I put up a super chat. I've got the video of it. Not here. It's on my cell phone. It's on Twitter. New tweets from Jimmy Dore. What? 7 minutes ago, I'm a union buster, former pro-war Republican, took $20 million from Clinton donors. Oh, him and Cenk are going at it from Young Turks. Oh my God. I'll take a moment to promote Steph on my show on this tweet. Steph on my podcast tomorrow at noon. Hope all of you can make it. There it is. Beautiful. You were happy to hear my name on the air like 3 times at least. She likes, well, I mentioned the triage oil, and she did a promo for the triage oil. She did a very nice promo for the triage oil. And she said Jimmy uses it every day, and they love it. And I've got these from her as well, and Jimmy. I've got 3 postcards. Actually, this one got ripped up by the dog. All thanking me for the triage oil. Jimmy Dore signed all of them. It's like, of all the people that I've seen interviewed Jimmy Dore, none of them are as big a fan as I am. I'm like, keep his shit like right there. I'm so proud of that shit. I mean, I literally challenged David Pakman to a fight in this podcast tonight over him talking shit about Jimmy Dore. I'm happy for you and your help to so many people. Aw. Make sure you guys are subscribed to every single one of my channels. You know, I broadcast to 16. Oh, it looks like one of them is down. It says 15 out of 16. I can check that and see if one of them is down specifically. It's usually Periscope's acting weird or something, or Twitch acting weird. The kefefe, I mean the hot chocolate. I keep calling it kefefe. The hot chocolate's so good. I used triage oil tonight on my neck. I actually soaked in the tub before the show so my neck wouldn't bother me. And I put triage oil on it after. Helped a lot. The the triage oil, it works really good. It worked better than the hot water did. I could still feel it, the pain, while I was in the tub. I was rubbing the hot water on my neck and started feeling a little better while I was massaging it. But when I got out of the tub, I was standing in the bathroom. I could feel it, the pain. And I have the triage oil right there on the counter in the bathroom. And I just grabbed a little bit. I rubbed it into my neck for about a minute, all up and down, all the way up from here, all the way down to there. And I just rubbed it in. And the pain was gone. And I was like, I got a smile on my face. It's like, I'm going to go do a podcast. I'm going to go fuck shit up. I want to go practice that fucking pinky, It's so fun, man. I'm never going to forget that now. It's like a new thing I learned on the guitar. I'm so excited about. Fucking pinky root, minor scale. The pinky root minor scale will make you an instant shredder on guitar. I did not know that. And you can do it anywhere. Just about. You fucking root with your pinky on the big string. That's your bass note. All of you guitar players out there, Ben, I just learned this today. I know Ben knows this. Ben, I never realized that you can root the goddamn minor scale anywhere on the fretboard just about from your pinky on the big string. Starting with your pinky as the root note. And then just following your fingers naturally up the fretboard. I didn't know that, Ben. Did you? I'll bet you did. Because Ben's a fucking shredder. If you guys don't know who Ben is, you should check out his band. Are you still here, buddy? He leaves. I always try to talk to him and then he's gone. It's like a ghost. I'm just expecting that he's gone right now. Anyway, you can root a goddamn minor scale, which is a very cool shreddable scale for rock. It's really good for rock and roll, man. Like metal. Isn't guitar a Rubik's Cube? Dude, it has been to me for years, but I'm starting to finally see it. Now that I've got, bro, Ben, you know what it was? It was using more guitars with 24 frets and seeing the full 24 frets on a fretboard, which I'm not used to. I have guitars. I've got guitars with 24 frets. I do. But I don't use them that often. And man, I was playing on I can't remember which one it was. I think it was, yeah. It was this Vantage right here. Because it's marked so beautifully and it shreds so sweet. It's a very light touch shreddable guitar, right? And I saw the whole fucking fretboard in two pieces for the first time, and it made so much sense to me. I got so excited, I called up my buddy Iceman in Orlando. I was like, bro, I just figured out the fucking guitar. He's like, what? I'm like, dude, I can't explain it, but I look at the guitar completely different now. I just noticed something on the fucking fretboard. So I noticed that, and I don't even pay much attention to that anymore now. It's just kind of things are coming more naturally to me. But this fucking thing with the pinky on the root note, and then to just follow up, you're on 4. Then you go 1, 2, You know, what is it? 1 2 4 1 2 4. You know, 4 1 2 4 1 2 4. Whatever the fuck. And you're just like, you're like, oh my god, the minor scale is so easy when you root it off the pinky. And then, oh yeah, and then I'm fucking doing bends and fucking, I'm using the pinky to root, and I'm like, I've never done this before. It, bro, it puts your goddamn index finger. I am so used to rooting with the fucking index finger. I'm telling you, it puts your index finger on anywhere you want it to be when you're rooting with your pinky. You can play anywhere on the fretboard at that point. No, I don't know about building up strength in individual fingers or any of that shit, bro. I don't know about any of that shit. But I'm just telling you, bro. It's, you know, as soon as you grab a guitar and you root that fucking pinky and you're just like, damn. That's where Yngwie Malmsteen got his start, I bet. You know, when I was a kid, I remember I would hear certain people play guitar when I was younger, and they could shred all up and down the fretboard and just do all kinds of amazing shit. And a lot of it was minor harmonic soloing, and really, you know, just the kind of stuff you would hear like in like Megadeth style guitar solos and stuff like that. And it never made sense to me. I couldn't get out of the pentatonics. I couldn't get out of the major harmonics. You know, the minor scale didn't mean anything to me for the longest time. I guess because it was just so damn sad. And then, you know, I started using it more as a guitar player. You know, I tried to incorporate it into things. And, wow, this is a whole new thing, though. You were just about to say what? Eric Johnson, Brad Gillis, all those guys use that kind of stuff. Well, Eric Johnson is very major harmonic oriented. He does a lot of arpeggios in the major, and he's doing something in there. I don't know if it's minor, but he's shifting the major scale into something else, and it's a very do you know Rick Beato on YouTube probably does a pretty good video detailing Eric Johnson's guitar style and what sets it apart from most other guitar players, just like Peter Frampton, you know. And Peter Frampton is got that whole mode where it just, you know, he uses it in rock, and it's almost like a jazz. He's doing like jazz over rock almost, you know? It's like a fusion. I know more about you than guitars. I don't know that much. I know this. Not a lot of people interested when we even start talking about guitars. That's fine. I don't mind. Lydian and Diminished are two of my favorite sounds. Rick stuff, so good. Rick's stuff is so good. Eric Johnson, Lydian and Diminished. Yeah, I guess I should probably learn those two, Lydian and Diminished scales. He plays them so fucking fast. It's hard for me to grasp what it is that he's doing. You know, I'll sit there and I'll pick on. You know, it's kind of like listening to Living Color. Vernon Reid. Like, when I hear Vernon Reid playing, it's like he's got certain notes that he goes to that really define his sound, and so does Eric Johnson. There's certain notes, totally different from Vernon Reid, you know, but different scales. You know, these guys are in totally different ballparks, but they're both playing over rock. You know, I like listening to Primus guitar player, which totally totally confuses me and sounds perfect. Just like listening to Smashing Pumpkins guitar solos, where um like Cherub Rock is a perfect example, man. Listen to the guitar solo from Cherub Rock. My brain can't can't decipher it, but my ears fucking love it. You know, I don't mind stuff that I can't decipher if I love it. And you know, you're listening to fucking Yngwie Malmsteen going through runs where you're like, dude, I couldn't do that ever. I mean, there's no possible way I could ever get my fingers to do what this guy does. It's like I don't mind that I can't do it. You know? I'm like, I love the way it fucking sounds, you know? Vernon Reed, fucking so unobtainable for me when I listen to what that guy is doing. When I listen to fucking Smashing Pumpkins, unobtainable. Those and Primus, unobtainable. I listen to that shit. It confuses the fuck out of my brain, man. It's only 8 o'clock. Fuck. How long have we been live for? It's like, and they're doing bends. Like I'm thinking of that Cherub Rock song, and he's doing bends in that solo where you don't even know where he's bending to. It's like, but it makes total sense. Yeah, that sounds good though, doesn't it? It's like, I mean, Eddie Van Halen, I get. Eddie Van Halen, there's a few licks where I can't figure them out. You know, I was like, I don't know what he's doing here. I don't. I listen to it over and 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 over. And if I'm not, you know, reading it off of a chart, I'm not going to be able to figure it out. There's some things, but most things that Eddie Van Halen does, I can get. I, you know, pretty much figure it out. I would say probably, you know, 80% of what I've heard from Eddie Van Halen, I can fucking figure out. And the rest is like, dude, when I listen to people like these other musicians, like Vernon Reed and shit, and I listen to one of their guitar solos, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't even know, okay, what's the first note to the solo? I mean, where does he come in at? It's like listening to Dimebag Darrell from Pantera, and you're like, bro, come on. I mean, really? I get the same thing from listening to Megadeth solos, and I would try to play them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and I can never hit them correctly. And then, you know, one day I'm trying something and I'm in another position and I do it and I'm like, oh, that's why I can't play that lick, because it's done right here and it's only 1,000 times easier if I'm playing it in the right place. I was like, oh my God. You know, some of the Randy Rhoads, dude, I mean, Randy Rhoads is lick after lick after lick after lick after lick. It's a different kind of guitar solo style, but his transition from each one, you know, if you really take Randy Rhoads apart, you'll hear it. He's doing one little trick, and then he switches to another trick, and he switches to another trick, and he's switching to another trick, and he's switching to another trick, and you can fucking do it all. But when you try to play it all as one piece, it doesn't sound like fucking Randy Rhoads. You know, and you listen to it, and you're like, there's more to it than just lick after lick after lick after lick after lick after lick. There's a cohesiveness and a flow to it, and he's probably playing it in a totally different place on the fretboard than where I thought he was. But you know, I'll try to just play the finger tapping stuff that he does, and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And then I'll go and I'll listen to it, and I'll be like, dude, I don't sound like Randy Rhoads at. Oh man, I mean, I hope no one ever takes guitar playing of mine and puts it next to someone like Randy Rhoads and listens to it and compares it, and oh, it's just gonna be so embarrassing. Oh, I'm such a horrible guitar player. Vinnie Moore, yeah, great guitar player. Yes. Right? There's amazing, mind-blowing, amazing, God, what they do with guitar. Dude, what about fucking, I always forget his name, too, man. Fucking A, man. He's older. He was in bands with Eric Clapton. When he was like 16 years old. I just can't think of his name all of a sudden. I saw a whole special on him on YouTube. It's fantastic. I just can't think of his name. No, he's a guitar player, man. He's a great Stratocaster. Is Steve Winwood a guitar player? This guy's Stratocaster with the whammy bar. He's one of the greatest whammy bar masters. No, not Steve Ray Vaughan. One of the greatest whammy bar masters on a goddamn Stratocaster, bro. He's one of the best guitar players in the world. I just can't think of his name. It's he's a jazz fusion guitar player. Jazz rock. Yeah, Jeff Beck. Yeah, Jeff Beck. Yeah. What the fuck is he doing on that motherfucking guitar, bro? What the fuck is he doing? You know, it's like when you hear someone like Jeff Beck and you're like, what are you doing? Give me that guitar. You're not allowed to play this ever again. You're from another planet. Dude, what he does with the fucking whammy bar. I mean, it's like, wow, man. If you haven't had the pleasure of listening to Jeff Beck, he's 70. Jeff Beck is 70 years old. Man, what that motherfucker does with a goddamn Stratocaster and a whammy bar, you're just like, he's one of the greatest. He really is. I mean, there's speed pickers out there. You got Yngwie, and there's amazing people like Eric Johnson that just play beautifully. But Jeff Beck has got goddamn command over that fucking guitar unlike anybody I've ever heard. Bro, I've heard he'll dive bomb perfect notes. Dive bomb them. He'll come up from nowhere and he'll resolve perfectly in tune and go to the next thing, which is down, a full, all the way down to the goddamn thing, and he'll be right in key, and he'll make it say something, or whatever, and you're just like, what is he doing, man? I heard some work that he did on a Jimi Hendrix song. He was doing a Jimi Hendrix cover. And I don't know which Jimi Hendrix song it was. I can't remember. But man, does he just impress the fuck out of you with it, man, with what he does with it. Okay, Google. Jeff Beck performing Jimi Hendrix.
Here's the top YouTube result.
Little Wing? Dude. Red House. Dude. I want to hear all of these. Oh my god. Here's a medley. Oh god, man. Dude. I want to hear these. Are you kidding me? A little snuggle bun back there. Hope his ear's doing better, man. He's destroying his ear, man. It's just ripping it apart. I didn't put any coconut oil on it this morning. It made a difference, man. It was really bothering him. God damn, dude. And moonbeams. And fairy tales. And with the wind. Thanks, Gent Club. Subscribe to my channel. I got Steph Zamorano here tomorrow at noon PST. She says anything. Take it away, Jeff. Dude, it's so bad as fuck. And he stays true to Jimmy the whole time, bro. He's the only one who can do it like that. playing with his thumb. Fuck yeah. But he doesn't walk on what Jimmy did, you know? It's like, it's such a tribute. It really is a tribute to Jimi Hendrix. God, man, I wish I was at that show. When was that? 6 years ago. God. Just fucking rock that shit. Rock that shit like that, man. Love it. So I got 20 years left. Now I could do that. God, I hate shutting the show off, man. I get so fucking. It's like as soon as I shut the show off, it feels so lonely up here, man. It sucks. It's like fucking big vacuum of nothing. You know, I immediately go on YouTube and see if somebody's live broadcasting. I turn to a podcast. You know. So I hope I see some of you guys at some of those podcasts that I go to. You know. Probably this late on a Sunday night, you're not going to find anybody live. I'll probably be checking out, you know, an H.A. Goodman upload or a Michael Malice video or, you know, Jimmy Dore put some shit up, you know, whatever. I'll just watch videos for a little bit and then I'll call it a night. No, Damon, I'm done, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm very good, yo. Very good. We've got this Steph Zamorano thing tomorrow at noon. I gotta save my voice if I have any left before I pick up my guitar and start acting like a fucking idiot. I gotta go. You guys be here tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. 16 hours, 15 and a half hours from right now. In 15 and a half hours, be here with Steph Zamorano interview. Alright, don't miss it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye. Check out my friend Ron Placone at ronplacone.com and lucyandron.com. ronplacone.com and lucyandron.com. ronplacone.com and lucyandron.com. And check out his show, Ron Placone, on YouTube. Alright, bye, guys.